I'm the father of IVF, so I want to hear this question.
So I'm the mother of 3 small children, and I have many friends that have struggled with fertility issues over the years while trying to grow their families. And while they're pro-life, they're very concerned that the abortion bans will affect their ability to access IVF and other fertility treatments. So although abortion does lie with the states, what is your stance on that, and what would you say to those women?
So I got a call from Katie Britt, a young, just a fantastically attractive person from Alabama. She's a senator. And she called me up like emergency, because an Alabama judge had ruled that the IVF clinics were illegal and they have to be closed down. A judge ruled. And she said, friends of mine came up to me and they were so angry. I didn't even know they were going, it's fertilization. I didn't know they were even involved in it. Nobody talks about it. They don't talk about it. But now that they can't do it, she said, I was attacked in a certain way. I was attacked. And I said, explain IVF very quickly. And within about 2 minutes, I understood it.
How is this election 50-50? I was called by a senator, and not one of the uggos. Don't worry. This was a 10. Trust me. What the hell is going on? Katie Britt, I assume, is having a weird day following that. Donald Trump, just heads up. Oh, no, sorry. Not just Donald Trump. To almost every man. We don't need to know how hot you think everyone is at all times. We don't need like a running tracker of it. I know that for each individual man, it is very important. I am a man. I think my evaluations of people's attraction is the most important thing in the world. I don't need to update people on it constantly. And Trump is a very strange person. Katie Britt, for all of the weird things about her, and there's a lot, is a United States senator. And the first thing he said she was young, to be fair. That was the first thing he said about her. The second is that she's fantastically attractive. Young, fantastically attractive. We know he has a type. He used to hang out with Epstein. But it just seems like such a weird way to talk about this. And Nina, also, not only did he start by talking about that, and bear in mind, Katie Britt voted against the IVF bill that the Democrats tried to pass. So if you're the father of IVF, Trump, she's the murderer of IVF, I guess. He called himself the father of IVF. He said it's fertility. He is a grown-ass elderly man, and all he knows about IVF is it's fertility. And then he had to ask her what it is. Look, for regular people, if you don't know all of the ins and outs of it, that's fine. You don't necessarily have to. But for a guy who was the head of the country, who claims to be an expert on literally everything, and was perfectly comfortable putting people on the Supreme Court who might one day outlaw IVF, I would expect a little bit more than it's fertility. But Nina, what do you think?
This is I wish I was saying this is art imitating life, but it's going to be the other way around. Life will imitate art, unfortunately. I don't know what to say about President Trump. John, I don't even know what you want me to do with this. The man is being who he is. So even as thoughts are being formulated in his head, instead of him keeping them in his head, our grandmother once said, just be quiet. So if people want to think that you're a fool, don't reveal that it may be true by speaking, but that's him. He's not taking my grandmother's advice. So every little thing that he thinks, he actually says it while he's thinking, so that everybody can be privy to the fact that he really did not know much about this topic, as he calls himself the father of IVF. And then as far as listen, the man is over 80, as you noted, and he's not going to change. That is his orientation with women. It is their age and then their looks. And even at the ripe, seasoned age of over 80, he still sees the world through that lens, which is very unfortunate, because he only sees women mainly through that lens. It's not like it's an and to that. That is all he is always fixated on. And Senator Katie Britt, hypocrite, hypocrite.